The following creepypasta that you are about to hear is not real. These are made up creepypastas that I write myself. Thank you, and have a good day. Alright, this is for anyone who has suspected me of murdering my wife and another person about a week ago. So, the thing is, well, what happened. I didn't mean to kill her. I didn't mean to. Alright, you know what? Let me just start from the beginning. So I was working on this game with my colleague Jeremy Duncan, and it was gonna be a dancing game for the Kinect, and we sort of wanted to make a different spin on the Just Dance series, I guess. We basically wanted to combine combat with dancing. I mean, I know, like, right from the bat, like, that sounds like a weird concept, but yeah. But me and Jeremy, we worked on the game at my home in Indianapolis, and I was married to my wife Karen. And we worked on a few prototypes of the game before we finally started working on a version to show to Microsoft, so we can get the game licensed and all that. The game was called Kung Fu Dancing, and by the way, I was programming a prototype before I went to sleep, and Jeremy was at the apartment during this, so I just wanted to get some programming done before I went to sleep. And I remember the time, it was like 9:13, and at that time, um I heard a noise downstairs. And and uh and I just told Karen to stay in bed while I grabbed my revolver, which is a six shooter, by the way. I don't know why that's important. But I went downstairs, and I saw this guy who was carrying the TV. And I just aimed my revolver at him, and he just stopped. And I just told him I wasn't gonna shoot him, and just put the TV back where it was and leave, and that would be the end of it. But I guess he had other plans, because he put down the TV and just stood there for a second, and he quickly pulled out a gun. That was Jesus. That was in his pocket, and tried to shoot my damn head off with it. With his. He tried to shoot me in the head. And I was lucky enough to dodge it, and I just turned towards him and just yelled, "Nice try, asshole." And I shot him in the head. I mean, it was self-defense. But I still shot him. And it was brutal. I remember just stepping away from his body and just quietly repeating to myself, "Oh God," just like to myself, just, "Oh God, oh God, oh God." That's all I could think of at that moment. It was just. But my wife heard it and came running down. She saw the body of the guy and started freaking out. And she started asking me why I killed him, and I told her that he shot at me first, but she wouldn't calm down, and I, I don't blame her, really. I mean, it was an intense situation, and She tried to pull the gun off me, and I tried to pull it back, but I should have looked where my fingers were, like on the gun, because when I finally ripped it out of her hands, I, I, I accidentally pulled the trigger, and there I saw my wife with a gunshot wound in her abdomen. I wanted to call 911, but I just couldn't. I mean, the shock, it was just and I sat with her as she died, and after she died, I just fled the country. I packed my things, got some money, and took the hard drives that contained Kung Fu Dancing and the Kinect dev kit we were working with, and just left. I drove from Indianapolis to London, Ontario. I bought myself an apartment, and I cried myself to sleep every night. But the weird thing was is that I I also wanted to work on the game for some weird reason. I don't know why. I don't know. And by the way, like when I left for Ontario, I did bring a monitor as well. It's just like so while I was in Ontario, I completed the level I was working on before the incident happened. But when I finished the level, I had an urge to like change the music. I don't know why, but like I changed the original music that would have played in that level to the song Pumped Up Kicks, which is a pop song about a kid who has homicidal thoughts. I I really don't know why I changed it to Pumped Up Kicks. Guess it was just I guess it just reminded me of that event that happened back home. And plus like the theming of the kid, like in the song wanting to kill people. It sort of just reminded me of how people felt when I accidentally shot my wife. They all thought like they all thought I wanted to kill my wife, so I don't know. But then I moved on to the next level, and I made the background of this level the inside of my house, like the one I used to live in with Karen. I don't I don't know why I did this. I just couldn't control myself at the time. I couldn't control what I was putting in the game. It was just I don't even know the answers to these questions anymore. But what I do know for sure was that I was going crazy, I guess. And I always felt that Karen's spirit, I guess, was like Karen's spirit was mad at me, I guess. Like that's what I thought. I just wanted to apologize. So, while I was typing dialogue for the opponent, like for this level I was working on, I sort of went crazy. I was apologizing to Karen through the game. I think, you know what? I just don't know what to think anymore, okay? I just I just don't know. I just don't know anymore. I just don't know. So don't bother looking for answers for those questions from me because I myself don't even know the answers anymore. I just but but I do know that when I was done with that dialogue, I snapped. I stopped working on the game, and I sort of went into a state of I don't even know how I felt anymore. That's how much of a toll it's taken on me. And I know it's just like I know what you're thinking. Like I could probably cope with like therapy or something, but like you don't know. You don't know how much of a toll it takes on me. You don't know how much of a toll these kinds of things it takes on me. I just can't handle it. Just like pulling the trigger in front of someone that you love. It's freaking. Oh my god. But I should say this one final thing. Throughout this entire experience with this, I've received several calls from Jeremy. I don't really blame him though. He just wanted to know where I was this whole time, but I never returned his calls. Damn it. Jeremy, why do you keep calling me? Look, I'm no longer in the US, alright? Look, I never meant to kill her. It was an accident. I can't tell you, Jeremy. But the only thing I can tell you is I've gone insane with guilt. Look, Jeremy, if you really want to find me, meet me at the Ambassador Bridge. Yes, the Ambassador Bridge. The bridge that connects Detroit to Ontario. Look, I know it's far, but if you really want to see me, then I'd go there. Bye. Look, if anybody finds this recording, I just want you to know that I didn't mean to kill my wife. Goodbye.